Marty. We've been there for it all. Australia's original fan food, Marty.
Get the credit away.
Yeah.
Max, so lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Tough game the other night.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a good game for a neutral, I dare say.
It was.
It was pretty competitive. But Collingwood's first 10 minutes won the game for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they jumped you, but they were hard at it.
Well,
So were you.
Yeah, we went back.
You had a blinder yourself.
We went back and watched the first 10 minutes. And there's not much to it. They're just slight. Like if we're at 97%, they're at 100. So
And you just have to be off that much.
yeah, they were really good. And then also like the amount of inside 50s we had, especially late, and their backline was able to stand up. That's finals footy.
You had a lot of inside 50s from memory.
20 in the last quarter alone.
Yeah, a few of mine got marked by Quaynor or Darcy Moore, so I might lower my eyes a little bit as well. I might just go for goal.
I think you should.
Yeah, just go over the top.
Why
of them.
lower your eyes?
Yeah, just go.
Lift your head. Put it up into the second stand.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's where I'm putting this one.
winning inside 50s by that amount and not being able to, let alone not win, but kick 8 goals or whatever we did from 70 inside 50s. So we've done a little bit of stuff for training this week, but you can't really grow too much in a week. So we're just going to go back to the form that we were in beforehand. We've kicked 20 goals numerous amount of times this season, but I think what you'll see in finals is defence still wins games. And we kept Collingwood to 60, and especially early when they were on fire, we kept them to 3 goals in about 20 minutes of their best work.
Well done. The big story for you, of course, is Brayden Maynard. The big story is Angus Brayshaw and his well-being. Have we got an update on how Angus is going?
Yeah, we're really worried, obviously, early. He had a real bad first night.
Because he does have a bad history with concussion.
Yeah, I think this is number 6, and his 5th one was like an 8-weeker.
Yeah.
So there was concerns early. I'm not a scientist in concussion, so I don't know much about it. But all I know is he's sticking to the protocols, and he hasn't had a bad day yet. So technically, he's ticked off the first 5 days of a 14-day protocol. So he's still looking like he could play in the prelim if we get there, which is so much more positive than what we thought on the initial night.
Is there any talk about his future in the game?
I think there always will be until round 1 next year. I reckon there'll be some talk about it.
How long's he got left on his contract?
He just signed 6, which is an
He
interesting.
just signed another 6?
Yeah, I think he's 6 or 5, or he was the big contract guy last season.
Right.
No, look, obviously Angus has had 5 or 6. He wears a helmet because his mum makes him.
Yeah.
He actually, the helmets, he's got a good reason for it. He goes, if I just come and punch you in the face, Marty, would you like to have a helmet on?
Yes,
that
I
be
would.
better? Yeah.
If you're involved, I'd really like a helmet.
So that's why he wears a helmet.
I just think at some point he's going to have to make a tough decision. How many concussions does he want to have? Given what we know now.
It's a great point. And the real emotional part to this is his family. His fiancée, Danielle, her dad had a lot of concussion issues, and they're pretty much the face of concussion in AFL.
Yep.
The Frawley's leading a great charge with the Wellness Centre in St Kilda, and Angus has been along with that. So he's got a massive decision to make, but at the moment, he's going off how he's feeling. He's feeling really good. And I'm sure the family will be able to handle that if he's ticking off. You got neuroscientists, you got doctors, you got people that have been around concussion. With no one actually knowing what it leads to, he can only listen to those people around him, and right now he's feeling good.
Brayden Maynard was cleared, obviously. He went to Angus Brayshaw's home. They played a lot of junior footy together and had a relationship. You were at the house when he got there. He turned up with...
Allegedly.
Can we confirm?
Can we confirm that you were there, mate?
I was there.
He turned up with a bottle of wine and some flowers.
Yep.
Feels like a bit of a date night now. Caroline Wilson is reported as saying the flowers never made it to the vase. Classic Caro. She wouldn't know.
But that's some bad Chinese. I put the flowers in a vase.
So they made it to the
right.
vase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
I took them out.
Exclusive.
Did
Finally, Max has given us an exclusive.
You heard it here
The
first.
flowers made
Write
it
that
to the
down.
vase.
I took them out of the wrapper. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Yes.
Out of the
Yeah.
wrapper.
Take them out of the wrapper.
So I took
Sometimes
it
you
out
need
of
to
the
pull
wrapper.
the
Did you give
lower
them a
leaves
trim?
off.
Did you cut the
Didn't give him
bottoms
a
off?
trim.
Little
And
bit of
apparently,
sugar in the water.
I got a text later that night from Danielle that I picked the wrong vase.
What kind of vase did you
I picked
pick?
a pink vase.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it suited the flowers.
That's okay. Do you
Nice,
know
Max.
what?
What's
That's
wrong with a
fine.
pink vase?
Yeah.
And the room was described as frosty, icy tension, cut it with a
Awkward.
knife?
It was 10 minutes of Christian was there as well. Everyone knew each other. We played with Brayden's brother 3 or 4 years ago. His dad works at the club,
Yeah.
so there's a phenomenal connection between Maynards and pretty much everyone at the
And
football
so
club.
Brayden was incredibly apologetic.
Yeah, it's what I expected for a guy that hit someone, knocked someone out accidentally the night before.
I've
Yeah.
seen
We
some
weren't-
footage of you giving him an absolute mouthful straight after the event.
No, I was telling him just to leave the area. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say mouthful.
It would have been loud.
Yeah, we weren't on the couch watching Thank God You're Here. We weren't having a genuinely good time, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was certainly not the reports that have come out.
Yeah.
So he's turned up. He's bought the flowers. He's bought the wine. You've put the flowers in a vase.
I put
Thank
the
you.
wine in a cellar as well.
Good.
In
Oh,
a,
jeez,
in
you've
a
been
wine
good.
fridge or
Jeez.
something. Yeah.
Caroline Wilson didn't mention the wine.
No.
God, she's a bum.
Was there a cheese board?
It was a Penfolds as well.
Oh,
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 nice.
perfect.
Well
How
done,
could you
Brayden.
not mention that the Penfolds went to the cellar? God,
Yeah.
she's half-assed, Matthew.
It's quite the detail.
So he's come in, he's apologised. It wasn't as frosty as it was made out. You all have a pre-existing relationship with him, and then he's 10 minutes there, and thanks for coming over and making the effort.
Yeah, and to
It
be
was clumsy. Did anyone go, mate, it was a bit clumsy?
on the actual incident, I've hardly watched it, to be honest. I saw it live and then saw it on the big screen straight after, and
jeez, you're the only one.
yeah,
It's been everywhere.
I've tried to shut myself away from it. There's been a lot of talk in social media, and I love social media, so I've had to sort of park it a little bit this week. I think I'm way too biased to have an opinion because I can't really see the other point of view,
Fair call.
and the other point of view won, so I must be way off. Because
So for you, it's a player that leaves his feet, braces his shoulder, and knocks a bloke out.
for me, it's a best mate and a teammate KO'd on the ground. And that's
Yeah.
all I can see.
Yeah.
I can't see anything else got to do with it. So I'm just seeing a KO'd guy on the ground. It was KO'd for a long time and struggling in the change rooms that night.
Did
Yeah.
you feel as though it was a justified penalty?
Because it was something no one's ever seen before, it's just such a hard case. But like I said, I couldn't see the other way. So I had people telling me there's no way he can get suspended for it. And I just couldn't see that because I was so biased and so in on the
So close
Brayshaw
to it.
result.
Yeah.
Now it's happened. I've realised that it has got nothing to do with Melbourne, really. Like, there's a bit of Brayshaw legacy sort of stuff that you want to make sure that he feels good about it. But like, it's so far away from Melbourne v Carlton this week that I'm not really too fussed about it. But once I realised I couldn't I couldn't see the other opinion, I just stopped watching it, stopped talking about it, and parked it. And yeah, that's all I can really.
That's a
give.
good answer.
Well done,
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Max Gawn with us this morning.
Melbourne.
Max, the toe has become a talking
Okay.
point. I mean, you don't have to confirm to us if it's broken or not,
Yep.
or even if it's an issue. Is
Yep.
it broken? Isn't it issue?
No, look, I trained. What day is it today? I trained 2 days ago and trained 4.
How's it feeling?
It's feeling good. It's feeling fine.
If they jab that toe, whether it's broken or not, how do they get the balance right so that your whole lower leg doesn't just go numb? Do you know what I mean?
We haven't had that chat yet, and I don't think I'll go down that path.
Okay.
It's not. It's the reports are a lot worse.
Do
than
you
what
strap a
the truth
toe?
is.
What do you do with a toe?
Well, yeah, maybe I strap both. Maybe I strap my whole leg. Maybe I strap my hand and say it's actually my hand. Just try
Yeah.
and play a few games.
You were
Good.
bouncing as you were coming in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
you're
fine.
fine.
You've got
The
your special
alleged
shoes on
injury
today.
happened in the second quarter, so
Oh.
and
I
then you were
then
best on.
I then played another half of football,
Yeah.
and I've now trained, and I'm now
Maybe you do better with a broken toe.
well allegedly.
Allegedly.
Do you
broken
have
toe.
a high tolerance for pain?
No,
Just in general life?
No. I think so, but
Because your recovery is always ahead of schedule. I know that about you.
yeah, but I do cry when I get injured. Remember?
Yeah,
Well,
you
sook.
are a sook.
Yeah, I sook.
And I don't like saying that to you. But I think
sook.
it's well known now.
Yeah,
Sookie
I've sooked all
lala.
week.
It's good to see you didn't sook after the toe.
No, actually
Oh.
got back out there.
Yeah,
Which I should have done when I did my ACL.
Because
really.
you could have gone down to the sheds and just sat there and moped.
Yeah, it's correct.
Head in hands.
Melbourne Carlton, that's all we've got time to talk about because no one cares about Port versus the Giants.
I mean, I do care about the second game, but Melbourne Carlton. Yeah, are we doing a?
Winner plays Brisbane at the Gabba.
I bring you gastro again.
We're going to have a base bet on this one.
It's
A
gluten.
gluten-free bagel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, because
This time you can poison mine.
No, I would never do that to you.
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that because you play the Lions.
No.
If you win.
Winner plays
I
the Lions.
want. Do you know what I was saying before? This might be controversial,
Okay.
but I don't mind. Like, if we lose this weekend, it's not the end of the world for me.
Okay.
I'm really proud of how far we've come. It's all good.
Yeah.
And Melbourne's my second team.
Can you do the rev up before the game for the Blues?
Yes.
Just tell them that.
No.
Yeah. Tell them
Never
you
gonna
don't
tell
care
it.
how they go.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Obviously, I want them to win, but
It's exciting. It's another 100th there.
Oh, it's huge.
Oh, it's
At
going to be massive.
two big Melbourne teams, and they've obviously won, I think, 11 out of the last 12 or something like that. So
Score review controversy with Christian Protaka the last time you played.
that's right. So technically, we won last time.
round 22.
Yeah. No, I'm
What are you thinking?
looking forward to this game.
It's going to be massive.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
Who have you talked about?
The Curnow-Maisie battle is going to be worth a ticket price alone. Has been every single time. Maisie's got one.
He might
Curnow's got
entrecôte
one
him.
this year.
Mm.
Could entrecôte him. Is that that's, I don't mind saying that as well. The amount of free,
You might throw him through reception.
the free advertisement that entrecôte is
I
getting.
know.
I'm not. Is it any press is good press? It's still good press.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's fine for entrecôte.
Bloody
Yeah.
hell.
And
Be
then obviously-
pear-shaped at dinner, it happens.
Obviously, the Crips Clayton battle will be good as well.
Yeah.
Max, go well.
Thank you.
I got a very good feeling about you. I said you'd win last week by 3.
Yeah, and we lost by 7, so 10 off. So we win by 11 this week, and then we win by 1. That'd be good.
Okay, you're going to win by 11, mate.
Thank
There you go. Good luck, Max. Gawn 2 to 8.